Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Psychic Hour. This is Katie Weaver. I'm here with my sister, co host, and partner in all things psychic, Kristi Brower. Hello.
Hello. Hey, everybody. Did you think we were ever coming back to this show?
Man,
November
life
was a
has been,
wild month. Let me just say.
yes, hectic. Holy moly. But
Yeah.
we knew we could not miss marching orders because who does
Well,
that?
no. Right.
So here we are.
Here we are. I'm excited.
Yeah. So it sounds like you've been crafting your little fingers off all day.
I have. We have the Yule market that we're doing on Sunday. And look at these. I'm going to show you a picture. I wish it was a better picture, but I'm making these pendants.
Oh, they're
And these
gorgeous.
they're all different kinds of stones that are set in resin that is water clear. And they're coming out so beautiful. And that picture still is not great, but at least it's something.
They're
I'm wearing
pretty.
one, and they really are. When you see them in person in the light, they just sparkle and shine and really show off the stones.
Mm-hmm.
I have made a ton of stuff out of resin lately, just
Mm-hmm.
kind of trying to get my feet wet with it and figure out what I like about it, because I really love being able to set stones in something permanent.
Yeah.
And like some of those stones, I have like kunzite, emerald, morganite, aquamarine, like
Yeah.
some stones that I would normally not even work with because they're too expensive. But
Mm-hmm.
because I can set little pieces
Yeah.
in them, I can,
Yeah,
make
do
some cool
something.
stuff.
Well, cool.
And
I
once,
can't wait to see him.
yeah, I'm really excited. And once we're done with this fair, then I am going to take my Etsy shop live. So I am finally going to have an
Okay.
Etsy shop with all my gemstone jewelry. So,
Well, by God, it is high
you know,
time.
well, you know what I did? So, one of the reasons I don't have a shop online is because I hate going to the post office and I have a hard time getting things shipped because I
Mm.
am not going to go stand in that line in that terrible place,
Oh,
in
God,
that
no.
terrible energy.
No.
And so for my birthday, Rhonda bought me a label printer and a big roll of labels so that I can just weigh my stuff and print my own postage.
Mm-hmm.
And then my son works at a grocery store that has one of those mailboxes that you just drop stuff in. And so I'm just going to send packages with him when he goes to work and he'll just do it for me.
There you go.
Problem solved. And then I won't, because I have trouble getting things out in a timely fashion
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want to go to the post office. It might seem stupid, but has been a big barrier for me.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, the post office is a ways away, too. It's just,
well, yeah.
yeah.
Well, the two here are they are miserable. The people who
Mm-hmm.
work there are miserable. They hate their jobs. They hate everybody in the room. And you
Yep.
stand in line forever. And it's just like, I cannot do it.
Yep.
So, anyway, I'll show you the picture one more time if you guys haven't come in. And this, I just snapped this really quick and it's not got enough light at all behind it. But
But
like
they're gorgeous.
there's peridot and citrine and rainbow moonstone and um, a couple of different versions of fluorite, kunzite, blue lace agate, um, grape agate. This one
Mm-hmm.
I'm wearing is angel aura quartz,
Oh, nice.
and they're just so pretty. I don't know, the camera and the lighting that I have to have for podcasting sucks for showing you guys anything. But this
Mm-hmm.
is actually, you can't see it really, but this is actually absolutely gorgeous, and it has all this flash in it.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm thrilled. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and yeah. So that's what I've been doing today.
Awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, very cool. Well, I have been working on stuff too. I have a huge, well, huge for me, amount of stuff in the kiln that I started first thing
Oh
this morning. I
yes.
put a bunch of stuff together yeah, all day yesterday, and then put it in the kiln, and then, whew, it's well, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I said I hope any of it turns out. I hope all of it turns out, but we'll see.
Yeah,
But
let's go with all. I mean, the
I,
last stuff that you've made has turned out like
mhm,
you've made
it's
some really beautiful things.
things are coming. Yeah. So what's in there are these awesome little Christmas trees that will, if they work, they'll stand up on little stands. They're so cute. So it's all glass. If I didn't make that clear, one
Yeah.
of I made some ugly sweaters that I'm going to turn into Christmas tree ornaments, and Then I have some pendants and some hearts, the puffed hearts and earrings, and well, we'll see. Anyway.
Oh, that would kill me to have to wait all this time to know if it turned out or not. Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah, because if you
I'm
open the
bad enough
kiln
with
too
resin that
soon,
takes 3 minutes.
yeah, if you open the kiln too soon, even after it's done running, well, first of all, you think opening the oven and having a blast of heat in your face is bad. Try opening a kiln. No, actually, don't. But
I cannot imagine. Yeah,
not good. There
that's
is a peephole, and if the kiln is hot enough and it's glowing in there, then you can peek in and see. So earlier, I
mhm.
could see the trees at least, and they looked to me like they were doing exactly what I wanted them to do. So
Good. That's so
fingers
fun.
crossed. So at any rate, that's yeah, so hopefully I'll have some things to show for myself out of the kiln in the morning. But I've been working on these copper bracelets. I wish I would have brought one in here to show you, but I don't know if you could have seen them. But they're a combination of etched and stamped and fire painting, flame painting. So flame
Oh
painting,
wow.
because copper, if you get it hot enough, it draws out the colors, that are in the metals.
Mhm.
And if you was kind of a whole system to getting it hot enough and then cooling it enough and then getting it hot again and whatnot that draws out all like the rainbow colors in copper.
Mhm. Oh
So I've
wow.
been messing around with that for a little bit and finally got brave
That is
enough.
so
It's
fun.
the blanks are copper's expensive. And so with
Oh
other stuff,
yeah.
I'm willing to waste plenty of blanks in trying to figure out how to do something or master it.
Right.
I've been kind of hesitant. I've had these blanks for a hot minute and I haven't done the things I had planned and wanted to do because I've been a little bit worried about, you know, just ruining a
Yeah.
bunch of things. But so
No
far so
kidding.
good. So I have two bracelets so far to show for myself for the fair. But I'm hoping to
That's
blast
really
a few more
cool.
out. But yeah, the flame
Well, and
painting is cool. It looks
that
amazing.
I've seen it. I've just never known like how it was done. So that's really awesome.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Um,
Yeah.
I like it. I'm happy with what I've done so far. So, but also with flame painting, if you get it too hot, then it just goes dull, and then you just have to wait till it all cools, and then you can heat it all up again and draw it back to the regular luster, and then let it cool again, and then start over. So, as far as the flame painting part, you can't ruin it. The problem is you get greedy and try and go too far, and then you fuck it up, and then you have to start over.
You got to kind of
So,
know where the middle ground is.
it's like when you go to the casino and you win $100 and you're like, "Okay, I'm only gonna play down to 75." And, like,
Right.
that's all, and then if I
And I'm
then
cashing
I'm
out.
cashing out, but then you never really do, and, it's a gamble,
Yes.
in other
Mhm.
words. So,
I totally get that. I totally get
anyway, yeah, so that's where I'm at, and Scott's working he's got a bunch of special orders for some lanterns for Christmas for a customer, and she wanted very specific, parameters, and so anyway, between the 2 of us, we've been using the old
doing all that.
noggins, or trying to,
Right.
yeah. The crazy thing is when we run the kiln, we can't, run the oven, and so we've had the kiln running for 3 days now, and so because we slumped a bunch of bottles 2 days ago. So anyway, yeah, we ordered pizza, and last night we just kinda grazed, and now tonight I'm like, "Oh, shit, we still don't have an oven."
I think that's hilarious.
What do we do with ourselves? Anyway. So that's the big question usually we ask on the show is what did you have for dinner?
I had lasagna. So last weekend we went out to an Italian place for my birthday, and they
Yeah.
have this deal that if you order a regular entree, then you can have a take-home lasagna for
Yeah.
5.99. And one of their take-home lasagnas feeds Rhonda and I both. So
Mhm.
we got two of those. And so we've been having a lot of lasagna. And they make excellent lasagna. It's really
They
good.
do.
And we finished it up tonight. Oh, and
Yeah.
thank you, Janet. Nice to see you. Janet likes my hair. Thank
Oh,
you.
wonderful. Good to see you,
I'm getting used to
Janet.
having bangs down in the front. It's still weird to have bangs on my forehead because I've
Yeah.
always sort of worn it to the sides, but I like it.
Nice. Very
Yeah.
nice. Well, so far I've had a packet of olives and that's all. I don't know. I think probably just I'll warm up a can of soup in the microwave.
Mm, there
We're
you
not
go.
very fancy. That's
So you
okay.
can't even use your burners.
No, because you guys, we have to unplug the oven and run a cord in to plug in the kiln. So yeah, there's no.
Oh my god.
Hmm. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Hopefully, over like next spring, we'll be able to figure out a better solution for that. I need an electrician to come and help us, and also the
Yeah.
power company will have to come and install another box, or I'm not sure exactly the right terminology, but anyway, we're maxing out what
Oh.
we do around here. I got a notice from the power company today that said, "Using more power than normal? Here's a few thoughts." I'm like, "Really? Is one of them turn off the kiln?
Do you
Because
have a weed growing operation in your garage?
what is going on over there?" Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Maureen, Katie has an Etsy. It is Joyful
Mhm.
Goddess Designs. I have an Etsy coming when I've started to build it, and I wanted to get through this last holiday fair, and then I will have an Etsy as well. But I am going to post these pendants up on Facebook because they would make nice gifts, and
Mhm.
I can easily ship them now. So I will I will post pictures of
See,
these in case, you're wanting one because I could certainly put something in, well, in an envelope and then send it with my son to put it in the mail.
there you go.
Rhonda's
Did you
like,
see
"You
the
really want?" Oh, what?
Oh, I said, "Did you see that Amy said, her husband's a mailman, and she hasn't been to the post office in 10 years."
I feel bad for people that work for the post office. They are so overworked and understaffed and
Mm,
underappreciated. And honestly, people's behavior in the post office is shocking to me. How rude
mhm,
people are. I just don't even
mhm,
want to be present for any of it because it's
mhm.
terrible. So Rhonda's like, "You really want like a label printer for your birthday? That doesn't seem very fun." I'm like, "Oh, you have no idea. This is going to revolutionize my life.
Mhm.
I'll be
Our post
shipping stuff right and
office
left."
Oh, yeah. Our post office is on campus, and so it is just packed with students all the time, and it's just not so
Yes.
our town grows literally doubles by the student population, but that's a nonprofit, religious university that doesn't pay much in the old taxes. And so our town gets the weight of the college is heavy here. And in services
Yeah.
like things like the hospital and the post office, health and welfare, they get really bogged down by the students. And, it's just, it is what it is. But that's kind of the issue. What we discovered is that in a little rural town near us, a little town called Sugar City, they have a great post office that
Oh,
has,
really?
because a lot of people out in there are so rural that they don't get mail. They only have P.O. boxes.
Oh, uh-huh.
So they have a good sized post office that has really good sized, like drop boxes to drop off packages. So
Ah,
we let our
nice.
Etsy orders pile up during the day, and then at night we drive out there and ship them
And
because
ship them.
you can drop them
Nice.
off there and not have to see a soul, and it's just easy.
That's the only way.
Hmm.
I just cannot face, no, I'm not doing it. And now
Oh
I don't
man,
want to face.
I saw the lady at our post office, the one of the ladies that works there, and she's been there a million years. Oh my goodness. I saw her bitch a woman out 6 ways to Sunday one time in there, and she so had it coming. This lady was like 50 years old and was acting like an absolute toddler about a package. Like, well, I don't, well, why would I have to do that? Well, oh, it was insane. And this lady absolutely turned her inside out. It was the best thing I've ever seen and most terrifying.
Good.
And
Well, see,
basically ended it with, "Go get in someone else's line. I am done talking to you." And just turned and looked at me and said, "Next." And I went, "Oh, it's me. Holy shit, don't mess up."
yes, ma'am. Oh, that is funny. I can
Yep.
see why, though. I'm amazed at the rude stuff. But, I'm just really sensitive to stuff like that. I just don't even want to be in the presence of it at all. And so
No.
I just put it off and put it off and put it off. So
Mhm.
now life is better. And you're going to see me like
You gotta
offering a
be.
lot of stuff for sale that I have always should have been that I
Mm,
make
mhm.
and just haven't been because of this dumb barrier. And now I don't have it anymore. I have a
Barriers be
cute little
gone.
pink label printer instead.
Well, good. Well, Amy said she had pizza. Victoria had
Ah,
nachos. Jessica had brats with sauerkraut and chips. Kev finally got to eat something other than saltines, had steamed veggie dumplings and miso soup. Well, that sounds a little better.
Poor Kev's had COVID. So sorry, man.
Yeah.
That sucks. Ugh,
Boo. Yeah.
dumb COVID.
Oh, you guys. The CDC has this.
Oh, geez, I saw when you showed me this. I
Oh,
about
oh,
fainted.
Redden had tacos. All right, listen. The
Nice.
CDC has this study out that, oh dear God, it's a study of wastewater in every state. Apparently, when there is pandemics and just epidemics, one of the things that the CDC does is they test wastewater to see what's in it. And
What pathogens?
Idaho and Utah have some of the highest rates of COVID in the wastewater of any states in the country. Ugh.
Yeah, because we also have the lowest vaccination rates. That's why.
Hmm. Yeah,
Ugh.
but
Damn it.
gross. Yeah,
We
gross,
do not
gross,
want to get it
gross.
again. Ugh.
No, that whole thing is
That's
just a
the other
shitty
reason I'm not
situation.
standing in line at the post office.
That's
That's a
right.
shitty situation. Yes, it is. It's a very shitty
Isn't that
situation.
horrifying? It's so gross, but it's telling. Basically, what the article I read said was that that is a good predictor as to the actual health of a community is what's in the wastewater.
Wow, I never even thought of that, but that's so smart.
Yeah.
Also terrifying.
Hmm. Also, I don't want to have that job. I don't want to be that guy.
No. Ugh. Gross.
Hmm. Yeah.
Several people have said they would love to craft with us. You know what we should do sometime is
Mm.
do a craft live stream where you just bring
Oh, it'd
whatever
be
you're working
fun.
on and we'll do a live stream and we'll just sit and chat while we're making and we can show each other what we're making. That would be really fun. We could do that
Hmm.
as a part of this channel
We could.
or this
That'd
group
be
of channels
that's
that we
so
live
fun.
stream to. Yeah, that
Well,
would be really cool.
and to just keep the pipe dream going, it would be so much fun someday to have a retreat where we actually
It would.
did some true crime. Maybe we did some crafting. Maybe we just did everything in between. I know. Maybe someday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would, but in the meantime, the live streams have become really fun. Just to
Hmm.
like the watch parties that we do over on True
Yeah.
Crime. It's really fun.
Victoria wants to do drunk crafting. Yes, but I'm not going to do
Hell
glass.
yeah!
I'll do something
You're not
else.
doing glass, right? Victoria, that sounds like a party to me. I would love that.
Hmm.
You could even
Hmm.
like just color if you could bring your coloring stuff if you're a colorer or if you make
Hmm.
stuff, whatever. I think we should do that. Maybe we'll do that in January
That would be a lot of fun. I'd be down for
when
that.
life slows down a bit. I would too. I think it's a really fun idea to
Hmm.
just chat and make stuff.
I like it. Oh, Amy said she's actually about to go start Christmas presents while listening. Oh, she said I may have gotten into sublimation now. My hobbies are getting more and more
Oh,
expensive. Oh, Amy, you know I'm a fiend for sublimation. I love it.
you guys would
Love it.
die to see what Katie and her husband own in equipment and have the capacity to make and do. And you've seen a
Hmm.
lot of it here, but to see it
Yeah.
in their house, it's like they need to build another house just for that stuff.
Hmm. Hmm. For sure. It's insane. Yeah. Yeah. Well, just, I mean, the embroidery machine alone takes up a lot of space, but so does the
Oh yeah,
kiln. The kiln takes, and it has to be a certain ways away from the wall due to, not wanting to burn your house down.
right.
But yeah, all the sublimation stuff, all of the printers, the presses, yeah, all of it. Yeah.
Oh, Lynn has done Zoom craft events in another group. That's cool.
Okay, I
I love
like
the
that
idea of
because
doing
then
it.
you have everybody on screen that wants to be.
Well, that's true. That is
I
true.
like that too. Then everybody can
That
kind
would
of
be fun.
be talking and showing off what they're doing and
Hmm. Yeah,
uh-huh.
that would be really fun. I preach this to all of my clients, people that I work with all the time. Every adult I work with has an underactive sacral chakra because we don't do enough for ourselves creatively. That is just
Mhm.
for fun for ourselves. That's not really about
Mhm.
production or money making or anything, but things
Mhm.
that just make you happy.
Mhm.
We need it. Adults need it so much more than we get it.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and your brain needs it. Right?
Right?
Being a lifelong learner is. so important for your brain activity,
It
and we're
is.
not encouraged to do that the way we should be. Yeah.
No, and I think about like our grandparents who, when they quit working, they had no idea what to do with themselves when they retired. It took
Mm-mm.
them a long time because they were farmers and worked in labor, and they really didn't have any hobbies at all. And I have
No.
sworn to myself that I would never end up like that.
Yeah. No.
That I would definitely always have projects. And if you could see the disaster area that is my office right now, that I do. And then I have a whole crafting desk in my living room as well. I have stuff spread out everywhere, but so does Rhonda. We both are mad
Mhm.
crafters, and Rhonda
Mhm.
puts Rhonda does Legos, like the
Yeah.
big Legos. She has a whole Lego room. Her office, which is our family room, is she has a whole Lego village going, like
Yeah.
with a train that runs through it and stuff.
Mhm. Yeah.
Jessica says drunk crafting would be amazing, but what would that look like? Fix it later. Right. Because it's just
Probably.
about
Yes.
having fun.
Yeah. No flame painting. Well, probably actually, yeah, that's probably what I would do, but
Yeah. I got for my birthday, I got a great big set of Flair pens. I don't know if you guys know about Flair felt tip pens. They're my absolute favorite pens ever. And I'm going to be doing a lot of color in this winter just with
I
my
love
awesome
it.
pens. Some of them are even scented.
Oh.
And the Flairs are scented nicely. They're not like the kids' markers that give you a headache. No, they
Mhm.
actually smell really good. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Lynn said she could promise to not record the Zoom so we could all enjoy a bevy with no consequences.
Right? There you go. No kidding. That's so funny.
Resined hair is all I can imagine. That has scared
Well,
me for years, Kev, to get my hair in resin. That would be a nightmare. Yeah.
I am wearing a brand new outfit and I dripped UV resin on it.
Yep. You know you did.
I
That's
did. I'm so mad and I have no idea how to
mhm.
get it out. Probably can't. Probably can't.
No, you
This
can't.
outfit's probably just going to have UV resin in it forever now. And
Mhm.
today is the first day I wore this. So
Yep.
I was like, God damn it.
That tracks.
Oh
Yes.
well. Mhm. It's cat hair for me that I worry about in all of my projects because my cats are in the middle of everything.
Mhm.
Hey, Spirit, welcome. Glad you made it.
Well, it is actually the psychic hour, not the crafting hour. I know. It's weird.
I know.
And
That's,
it's
you can tell
marching
where our heads are
orders.
at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's dive into it. This is, of course, the
Mhm.
last show, not the last show, but the last marching orders of the year.
I know.
And I can't
Crazy.
believe I'm even saying that out loud, but here we
Right?
are. Yeah. So I'm going to pull from the Psychic Tarot. Kristi, you're going to pull a card from your deck.
Yes. Yes, I am.
So we're going to start, of course, with
What's my
Sagittarius.
deck called? Oh, yeah. Kindred Spirits Energy Oracle.
Well, I
I
thought you were
went,
going to say it and you never did.
it's because I couldn't remember it. I'm like, what did I call my card? Oh, yeah. That's bad, guys. I literally did all the artwork and everything for these cards, and I forgot the name. Dumb.
I get it. I do. Every time I go to the pharmacy to pick something up, I can't remember why I'm there. It doesn't matter. Every time. Well, what are you here for? I don't know the name of the med. I don't know. I might be able to
Can't
tell
you
you what
just
it's
like
for.
look up my
I can't
name and you can
remember.
tell me that?
Right? There's a whole list. Just read it to me. I'll probably remember. No, I don't
Well,
know. I can't remember. As soon as I'm on the spot to remember anything, it is gone.
mm,
Yeah.
that's COVID brain for you right there.
Mhm. Yeah.
I
So
have had a lot
I
more
had
trouble
that
with
at the
that since our
pharmacy this
last COVID.
afternoon.
That's funny.
I hope I got home with what I needed. I don't really know because hell, I don't
Well,
know.
soon you'll know.
I came home with a bag of pills. That's what I know.
Hopefully, the right bag of pills. Hopefully,
I'll
they
just
were
go ahead and
actually
take them. So,
your pills.
uh, oh, Amy said my 12-year-old is doing tarot readings in the other room and keeps texting me the love spreads for her and her crush. Oh, how cute.
That is super cute.
Love it. All right, Sagittarius. The card is deception and envy.
Ooh.
Well, that tells me, Sag, you just need to have a heads up and recognize that things aren't
Mhm.
always as they seem and that not everyone has your best interest at heart. It doesn't mean that
Interesting.
everybody's out to get you, but it does mean that you kind of need to, you know, just be wise and aware this month. Don't get scammed.
Right.
Don't let anything stupid happen. Thank you,
Good.
Erin.
Okay.
I
No, good
love
to
this
know.
shirt. It's
Thanks.
very comfortable.
And it's so
And I
cute.
did not make it.
That is that's one of my goals is to learn how to do like the really fancy cool tie dye
That would be
one of these
so
days.
fun. Yeah. Yeah. So what you got for Sag?
Oh, you guys. I didn't even shuffle the cards. What? I don't know. What do I have for Sag?
I
Been a little off. I had to have an endoscopy, an upper endoscopy of my stomach a couple days ago, and I had a really hard time waking up. You know, when they give you those things, they want you out like ASAP.
mhm.
They're like, "Okay, wake up, you're done," and I'm like, I can't even open my eyes. Been a little off since then. It took extra time. The doctor had to go do the next endoscopy and then come
mhm.
back to talk to me because I wasn't awake enough for him to talk to me.
Mhm.
Ah, okay, Sag, heart chakra. Dang it, this lighting.
Okay.
This is the heart chakra card. And you know, when the heart chakra card comes up, I think for a lot of us Sages, we have a problem with perfectionism and we can be hard on ourselves. And
Mhm.
so this to me is a reminder to really watch your words and how you're speaking to yourself
Mhm.
and really showing yourself love and not being so hard on yourself if you make a mistake or forget something or don't get all of the things done that you think you should get done
Mhm.
because it's
That's
okay
good.
if you don't. And you know, I always have to remind myself that December is a slow down month. We slow way down until we get to the
Mhm.
winter solstice. And so myself and everyone that I work with, people are like, "Why? Why?" You know, am I trying to make things happen in December? Because it doesn't work.
No.
Enjoy the time and take good care of yourself and expect movement to start back up again about the second week of January because that's how the Western world works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We're definitely hitting that moment. I even bought a book for the winter solstice because it's coming.
Nice.
And that's when
Yes,
I
it
feel like
is.
reading is during like the winter solstice period. Yeah, I bought Murtagh.
I bought the audiobook of it.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Hmm.
That's from the Aragon series, if you guys are familiar. There's
Christopher
actually,
Paolini.
yeah, there's a brand new book.
I'm so excited about it. Kev, they gave you OJ after an endoscopy? Holy shit. Not me,
Yikes.
but they took a bunch of biopsies in my esophagus and at the top of my stomach. I've hardly been able
Mm.
to swallow anything for about 3 days. It really has hurt a lot. I
Mhm.
would be so pissed if they gave me OJ after that.
Mhm.
Insane.
Yeah. No,
They
thank
gave
you.
they gave me Diet 7 Up, so that was okay.
Yeah, that works. Hey, Jane. Good to see you. All right. Capricorn.
Mm,
Financial and material changes. Cap, I
mm.
think this is good news for you. I feel like this is a good financial boon for you this month. You know, don't count your chickens before they hatch, of course, but I feel like it's actually a good month for you financially. I think Capricorns, for most of you, if you evaluate where you are now versus where you were like a year ago, that you're in a pretty dang good spot and that you can count on that. There's also a reminder here for you to give yourself a good opportunity to expect your finances to be good. Ask for that raise. Look for some financial abundance and, you know, expect yourself to be able to have a little bit more. This is a good month, I think, financially for Cap, which should
I
help
love
just
that.
add to Capricorn feeling a little bit more stable and steady financially.
And I'm a Cap rising, and that really resonates with me. So, yay, I like hearing that.
Yeah.
So, for Cap, what I drew is the butterfly card, which fits that beautifully because it's the
Yeah.
transformation card. It just means
Mhm.
you're in a transformation process. Things are you're about to you're in the cocoon and your goo and you're about to come out the beautiful butterfly. It's a really
Yeah.
important time to not resist change,
Mhm.
to allow change to happen, to allow growth to happen because it's
Mhm.
trying to happen around you. And
Mhm.
so don't stay in the cocoon. You'll
Yeah.
just die in there if you're a butterfly.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Huh, I like it.
Hmm.
All right. Well, Aquarius, the card is positive movement forward. And I think for Aquarius this month, it's a start and stop. Some things feel really good, some things are going to throw you backwards. But I think overall, it's a really important message for you that things are going okay. Things are moving forward. Life is good. And you can hang your hat on that. There's no big shoe waiting to fall. Of course, there's, regular irritations that are a part of life. But I feel like for Aquarius, it's more of a good sense of peace and safety. So I like that for you, Aquarius, a
Mm,
lot.
that resonates hard for my Aquarian who got some slowdown news from their job, and she has been furious for about 24
Yeah.
hours. So, but I agree. I think it's
Yeah.
everything's going to be okay. So then for Aquarians, I drew the goddess Morgan Le Fay. Morgan Le Fay is a goddess of deep spirituality. When Morgan Le Fay comes up, it is a reminder to really go deep within yourself. You need some meditation time, some solitary time, really seeking out the answers inside of yourself because that's really where they are.
Hmm.
And Morgan Le Fay is a great goddess to call upon to help you during that process and to ask even for messages from her directly.
Hmm.
And that will help this start and stop as things are moving forward feel a little more palatable. If you're going within and working on it when there's a slowdown,
Yeah.
it's an opportunity to work on yourself and take care of yourself and do
Hmm.
things that you need in the midst, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. For sure. Jane, you did not miss Libra. Libra is really close to the end, so no, you're all set.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Kev loves your cards. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I am doing a reboot of these cards. It's starting in January. I'm going to a different printer, and I have kind of a new plan for them because I hate the printer that I have, and then I'm going to be able to put them on my Etsy store. So I've sold them a
Awesome.
little bit, but really not much. I'm actually going to be able
Mhm.
to like consistently sell them now. So I'm excited
Oh,
about that too.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we had a couple of decks over at makeplayingcards.com, and which was a really good way because when you want to self-publish a book, there's a lot of different ways to do that, and Amazon makes it so damn easy. It's just ridiculous not to.
Right.
But when you want to self-publish cards, oh, it is very expensive, and nearly impossible.
But there are some new printers out there in the world
Yes.
that have a much improved system over
Uh-huh.
Make Playing Cards' 25-year-old website.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, and I'm really
Yeah,
excited
they were
about that.
so great because it was all there was, but there's a
Yes,
lot of challenges with them. Yeah,
a
so
ton.
good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Love to hear it. Hey,
Hmm.
Nicola. Okay, well, moving on to Pisces, there's a real theme going on here, you guys. Material harvest.
Nice. We
And
all
I
need to hear
really
that right
love
now, don't
this.
we?
Yeah, and I really love it because my Piscean is graduating with her bachelor's degree next Saturday. And it's so
Yeah.
exciting. She's having a little imposter syndrome right now because they sent her an email and said because she is a first gen graduate, they have a special tassel for her. And she's like, "But I'm not." I'm
Ah,
like, "But you are on Scott's side." And she's
right.
absolutely the first bachelor's degree
Mhm.
anywhere in that family. But she said, "I feel like I'm disrespecting my grandma, my mom, because
Oh,
she was a first gen on her in her family." And I'm like, "That not at all,
yeah.
because on your dad's side, you are absolutely it." So
Well, and
it's
her
pretty
grandma
cool.
is in heaven so proud of her, she can hardly
Oh my
stand
gosh,
it.
right? Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
then for Maddie, not for Maddie, well, for Maddie and for
For
Pisces,
Pisces, yes.
I drew the moth card. So these cards are actually fractals. I did fractal art for these. The moth is about perseverance. It's about
Hmm.
sticking it out to the end. It's about allowing change. And it's also about looking to the positive. Moths seek light, right?
Hmm.
We all know everybody's got a light somewhere with moths buzzing around, right? Or we
Hmm.
don't now because they're all dead, but earlier in the year, of course.
because
that was
they're
super
dying.
positive of me.
They're
They're all
dead. They
dead.
died.
But yes, the moth is really powerful because it's a reminder to not give up.
Yeah,
Sometimes we give up right at the end, right before we get what we want. And the moth is the reminder to persevere and stick it out and just stay focused on the light.
nice. I love that.
Yeah.
All right. So, good things coming for you, Pisces. I love it.
Hmm.
Aries, Spirit just wants you to go to bed,
Mm,
rest, and rejuvenate. It's a
sounds
big
like the right
message for you
thing to
this
do this
month.
time of year.
Right. And it's a big message for Aries to slow down, give yourself lots of opportunities to rest. I feel like this holiday season, you just may need to draw some pretty good boundary lines and only do the stuff that you really want to do and give yourself a good chance to rest and not
Yeah.
push yourself too hard. You know how it goes. If you don't, you'll be the next one with the vid. It seems like if your body and your life and your spirit is asking you to slow down and rest and you don't, something will slow you down. So don't do
Yes.
that. Just go to bed. Just rest
Yeah.
more and stress less. I feel like Aries tends to stress a lot about gifting and things like that.
Mm.
And I feel like it's a really strong message this holiday to don't. Just do a pile of gift cards if that's all you've got in you. Just do not do too much. It's
Or do
okay not
nothing if
to.
that's all you can do. It's
Yeah,
okay.
for sure.
Nobody, we don't
Yeah.
owe anybody anything.
Yeah.
Well, what I drew then to go with that for Aries is Archangel Raphael. And Archangel Raphael is the healing angel. And Archangel Raphael is the angel you can call upon to heal you while you are resting. I
Mhm.
literally do this. I recommend everybody does this. You call in
Mhm.
Archangel Michael as you fall asleep and ask for healing as you're
Raphael.
sleeping. Raphael.
You said
What did
Michael.
I say? I said Michael. Oh, I thought you were calling in Raphael. I
Yeah.
did say Michael, didn't I? No, Raphael, you can ask Archangel Raphael to come in and heal you, and he will. It's
Mhm.
powerful stuff.
I love it.
Hmm.
Awesome.
And is I gotta say, because this is a fractal, so I didn't draw these. I created the geometric images and then had to, I would like think of the whatever I was trying to create and choose the colors I wanted, and then manipulate the geometry to get what I want. And does that
Mhm.
look like an angel to you?
Mhm.
Because it looks like an angel to me. Like this looks like a
Mhm.
moth, right? I did not
Yeah.
draw that. That is a fractal.
Mhm.
Anyway, I just think
Yeah.
these are so cool.
Hi,
I
Anne.
love these cards.
Yeah, they're awesome. Oh, Jane said she just bought Tasha's Divine Abundance. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Mm,
Hey, Tiff. Lynn said Aries here on the absolute last hamster wheel of a very long year, and that card is spot on.
there you go.
Okay.
Get some rest and call in Archangel Raphael.
And we're just doing marching orders tonight. So we're just reading per sign. So we're not taking specific questions. Yeah. But hopefully we'll get your, well, I know we will. Not hopefully. We will get your sign here.
We're doing all the signs. So yeah.
Yeah. And as always, I didn't really say this, but before, but as always, always listen not just to your sun sign, but your rising sign and your moon sign, because you
Hmm.
kind of find yourself somewhere in the middle a lot of times of all of those, especially your
Yes.
rising sign. And if you don't know what your rising sign is, there's so many sites. Just Google it, and you just need to have all your
Yeah.
birth dates and type them in there, and it'll tell
Like
you all those things.
astrology, just astrology.com, I think, is one of them.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. So, Taurus, the card is suffering in silence. So, a
Mm.
couple of things come up for me with you, Taurus. The first is, what's going on with your health?
Ah, okay.
Are you hurting? Are you feeling sick? Are you just ignoring some stuff? Get thyself to the doctor if that's you. This is your wake up call. This is your don't do that anymore. Have you got a tooth that's bothering you? A knee that just never quits hurting? Whatever it is. If it's physical pain, stop suffering and go do something about it. You tend to suffer for a long time before you do something about it. So
Yeah.
here's your sign. Go do
Hmm.
it for God's sake. Uh, Also, though, I feel like this for some Tarians won't have anything to do with health, but will just be what's going on in their world. And there's a big message there for you too to Stop that. You've been Taurus tends to just let things pile up for a long time before they take any action. And it seems like this is just a big wake up call for you right now that the
Hmm.
time has come to take the action, to stop allowing the suffering.
I
Yeah.
love that. I love that also because the card that I pulled for Taurus is the Raven card. And the Raven is literally the messenger. The
Yeah.
Raven is saying, there's a message that you're missing. There's a message coming in. And it sounds to me
Yeah.
like for a lot of you, that message is coming right from your body,
Yeah.
that you need to listen. It's time to listen. It's time to be aware of messages that are coming in for you and to really trust them and
Hmm.
listen and follow. Follow what you feel
Yeah.
guided to do. So,
Yeah.
yeah, the Raven.
Yeah. That's right, Spirit. You do not know your birth date, your birth details, right?
Yeah,
Do you have a ballpark? I feel like you do. I can't remember exactly what this story is, but I think you have a ballpark, but you don't know exactly, right?
yeah. But yeah, we can pull one for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Should we just do that at the end?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's in February. Okay. Well, we'll just pull a card for you because 218 is cuspy. So,
Yeah. Okay. I had pulled my first 6 cards. I got to pull the second 6 since apparently
oh,
that's how I'm doing things today.
gotcha.
Whew. Be curious to see what that Leo card is. When I pulled it, I had a big wash of anxiety through my chest.
Oh, wow.
What's up, Leo? Libra. All right, one more. Get that stubborn freaking Scorpio out of here. Here we go. Okay.
That's funny.
Scorpio, I love you. Forgive me. Okay.
I'm gonna piss
All
off her Scorpio.
righty. Right. Gemini, the card is accelerated motion. This card is interesting. Some people love this, some people hate this, but it does mean that things are going to speed up for you. So if you've been feeling
Mm-hmm.
stuck, if you've been feeling like you're in a holding pattern and nothing is happening, that's a great card. If you
Mm-hmm.
feel like you already don't have enough hours in the day, that maybe isn't, but it's a reminder to prioritize and ask for help and, sometimes find that spot where it's okay to let go of something too. But I do feel like for you, Gemini, you're kind of on fire this month and you're going to be running your legs off. So get rest. And again, prioritize, say no where you need to, go home early. It's totally okay for you to just give yourself a little rest here and there. I just think this
Mm-hmm.
is going to be a whirlwind of a month for Gemini.
Mm-hmm. Well, and apropos to that, what I pulled for you is the root chakra card, which is just
Hmm.
a reminder that when things really speed up and get going fast, staying grounded and maintaining that groundedness in your body is super important because your brain can get to really running. And then when you're ungrounded, you're not sleeping as well. You might trip and have a fall and break your arm. You lose stuff, you forget stuff. So this is the root chakra card. You see how this is the root chakra here. And then
Hmm.
here is the connection that is our energy to the earth, which is
Uh-huh.
what needs to be renewed regularly. So just, hugging a tree, carrying a black stone, putting
Hmm.
your feet on the grass, or if you're in a place where there is any right now, things like
Hmm.
that to just maintain your stability.
Hmm.
Super, super important when things really pick up. And
For
we need
sure.
to welcome Jessica's husband, who is listening to marching orders for the
Right.
first time.
Yeah,
So,
and is now
welcome.
a true crimer. So, welcome, Mr. Jessica. Glad to
Yes,
have you.
welcome.
Yes. Come on, Cancer. Need a good one. Amy, we got a good one. Remember last month? I don't know if you were here, but I cheered so loud because we had a great
Hmm.
card and we have a good one again.
Oh, good.
Cancer, it's the third eye chakra card.
Oh, nice.
So, that's a good indication for you, Cancer, that this will be a good, deeply intuitive psychic month. This is a really good month for you to trust yourself, trust your gut. I feel like for Cancer this month, you're actually pretty peaceful, pretty settled, pretty chill and okay. But good reminder here to trust it. If you are a Cancer who still really wants to develop your intuition and you don't feel like you're there yet, meditate. It doesn't have to be a lot, but 15 minutes a day. Meditation, by and large, hands down, is the best thing you can do to help develop your intuition. I say that and people go, "Oh, I can't meditate. I don't have time.
You
I don't
can.
have the attention span." But yes, you can. You just haven't learned how to meditate the way that your brain operates.
Right.
So consider.
Meditation takes a lot of forms.
Mhm. So of course there's the sitting still listening to something, just, letting your mind be fluid. Great. There's lots of guided imagery meditations out there that are really helpful for wandering brains. Perfect.
YouTube's loaded with them.
Tons of them. There is mantra meditation that you do with a mala. There is moving meditation that you would do by doing yoga or even taking a walk with your headphones in. Try some
Hmm.
things. Learn some things, but don't ever tell me that you cannot meditate because that is nonsense. Yes, you can. You
Right.
just need to learn what works for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So,
to
but listen
go
up.
with, all right, Cancer. So to go with the third eye, I drew, gosh, you can hardly see this card. I drew Archangel Zadkiel. And Archangel Zadkiel is the archangel of our divine connection, the connection to our higher selves and to that higher spiritual support, which is perfect for the third eye card.
Mhm.
I love it when we do tandem card draws because we're just doing it spontaneously in front of
Mhm.
you. We have
Yeah.
no idea what the other person is going to draw, but they always come together, which I think is cool. So remember to call
Mhm.
in Archangel Zadkiel to help you to make that connection with your higher self and your guidance system. Archangel Zadkiel is it's a very high spirituality energy that you get
Mhm.
from
For
Archangel
sure.
Zadkiel.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Trisha, tuning in late. Been a really bad news kind of day. Hopefully, Leo can give some good news. I'm sorry, dang it.
Yeah,
And Amy said, "Yeah, paid off 7K today in listening to her intuition. She took her car to a mechanic who said it
nice.
would be $9,000 to fix it. She felt so like something was not right, went somewhere else, and it was $2,000 to fix it.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is insane.
Mhm. So here's the thing, Leo. The card is spiritual union. So sometimes people get this confused with a relationship. It isn't always. Sometimes it is your union with yourself, with your higher self. Sometimes this is a connection that you have to a friend or to a mentor or a family member, and sometimes it is a romantic relationship. But basically, when this card comes up, it's talking about working on relationships, nurturing relationships, falling onto or leaning on relationships when you need to, learning to
Mhm.
be a really good friend, but also modeling that and expecting good friends in return. I feel like this is just one of those months where there's some good relationship stuff afoot. I could see a lot of Leos making a new friend or strengthening a friendship and just being able to have some extra support around them from the people that they need it from. Leo, ask for help. Do not suffer in
Yes.
silence. By God, ask for
With
help. Speak
with
up.
that, I pulled the sacral chakra card for Leo. So, Leo, the sacral chakra is our center of creativity, sexuality, just creative energy in general, emotional expression, because creativity is a form of emotional expression. It's also where our unconscious beliefs sit in our energy bodies.
Mhm.
So, it's a very important chakra and it needs a lot of attention. I said earlier in the show how much adults need creativity, need creative time that is not related to work, that is just doing something that you love because you love it. And with in connection with the card that Katie drew, I would say that's when it's a great time to go to like a group paint um, experience or a group ceramic experience or something. There's this new place here I want to do in January with my sisters really bad, where you go and you learn to make your own piece of sterling silver jewelry and you make it
Yes.
in the class.
You
Dude, we're
choose your
doing that.
stone, you make your thing. Hell yeah, we're doing that.
Yeah, totally doing that. I'm going to become their best customer. I will need a punch card. Thank you very much. So anyway, it's a great time to incorporate creativity into your relationships.
Mhm. Okay, I love it.
Hmm.
All right.
And oh,
Libra.
Kev
No,
says that is the third time you've heard Archangel Zadkiel's name today, which is wild because Zadkiel is not like a really well-known archangel. It's not.
right?
He's not one of the big guys that you hear about all the time. So hey,
Mhm.
that's a big message for you.
For sure. Interesting. All right. And I said Libra, but that was a fat lie. It's Virgo.
It's Virgo.
Virgo, the card is spiritual strength. My favorite Virgo in the world was a dear friend of ours named Debbie. And Debbie died a few years ago of cancer. And
Yeah,
I just loved Debbie. She was the smartest, sweetest, kindest. And her sister actually showed up in my chat in the Katie Weaver show earlier this week. And I was so happy to see
really,
her. Just a wonderful family. But every time Virgo comes up for me, I just always think about Debbie, just what a
yes,
neat person she was. She took care of everybody around her,
she did.
everybody, and did it with so much just grace and love and just wanting to
She
be
did.
that person for people
She's
around
just
her
one of the very best people ever.
ever, for sure.
Yeah,
And when our mom died, she was kind of like, "Okay, girls, I got you." Yeah, and she did. She was
and she
amazing.
did. She used
Uh
to come to Healing Hands and help us with events just because
uh-huh.
she wanted to.
Yeah. Yeah.
I miss
Yep.
her. She died during the pandemic and we couldn't even go to her funeral.
Yep. Yep.
Sucks.
It sucked. But I always think about her when Virgo comes up because she was just the coolest
Hmm.
Virgo ever.
She
And
was, yeah.
but this card comes up with spiritual strength, and I think this is a good description of our Virgos. I think you're going to be called on this month, Virgo, by friends and family around you who need your support. As always, use good boundaries. Don't give what you don't have. But I suspect that this is just one of those months where you're going to have kind of multiple struggling, suffering people around you that need a little extra from you, and
Hmm.
that you'll be glad to give it. There's some growth and some joy in those experiences and those relationships. But
Yeah.
again, as always, because Virgo, if the one thing you don't have is good boundaries. So it's just true. So work
Hmm.
on those boundaries. Do not give what you do not have.
Awesome advice.
Yeah.
So, with that, I pulled the breakthrough card, which is just a reminder that there is opportunity all around you. It's important to be open to new opportunities and make sure that you're accepting opportunities for yourself. Virgo, don't be the person who's making sure there's tons of opportunities for everyone else and not for you. When opportunities come forward for you, take them. When the breakthrough card comes through, the message is say yes to everything right now. Even
Yeah.
stuff that you maybe in the past would not have thought was your thing or something that you would want to do,
Hmm.
it probably is. So
Yeah.
say yes to everything. Be open to growth because boy, it is right all around you.
Hmm. Whew. Wow, Virgo. Lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, Libra, victory and success. It's a good month for
Doodly-doo-dee-doo.
Libra. Hmm. I
That's
feel like this
awesome.
could be a good month for Libra in accomplishments. It also feels to me like this could be a good month for Libra in like winding things down, wrapping things up. I could see some Libras this month like retiring or changing to a different position at their jobs or doing something like that. That's just a good move, a good thing for them. A lot of good stuff here for Libra this month, I think. Um, the thing that Libra you have to be a little careful about is letting yourself have it and letting yourself have it. Meaning, just because you get a bonus at work doesn't mean you have to split it with your kids. Just or just because something good happens to you doesn't mean that you have to go give everything away to somebody else. Libra tends to be overly generous sometimes, and that's okay. It's not a personality flaw, but it's also okay for you to just let yourself have something and enjoy it. So Take the
Hmm.
boon.
I love
It's
it.
good for you. Yeah.
Well, I drew for you the Black Panther card. You like the Black Panther eye? My Black
Mhm.
Panther. I have a spirit guide that is a Black Panther. Her name is Jasmine, and she follows me around. I can see her out of the corner of my eye, and her eyes are this color. So that's why I made this card as the Black Panther. Um, when the Black Panther comes up, it is a reminder to protect yourself. So as you are um, celebrating this victory of the things that you've come through and things you've accomplished, remember that some people will take advantage of you if given the opportunity. So I love actually
Yeah.
what you said, Katie. Um,
Mhm.
that it's important to protect yourself. You don't owe anybody anything, and it is
Mhm.
okay for you to keep your wins.
Mhm. For sure. Jane said that's too funny. I was just thinking about sending my ungrateful bro money for Christmas. No, god damn it. No,
Don't
Jane.
do it. Maybe you want to. It's up to you. But yeah, that's funny.
Oh gosh. Okay. Scorpio. What up, Scorpio? Trapped in fear.
Mm,
Scorpio, I feel like is just more has some worries for the future, is feeling a little uncomfortable in their skin, needs some ways to blow some steam off, I think, and to find a place where they're comfortable. I suspect for Scorpio, that means having some time by themselves, having some projects to work on, just having some things to keep them busy. But Scorpio, that trapped in fear card says a lot because when Scorpio's trapped in fear, they can be pretty unhappy and
mhm.
really struggle to put that into words. So if that's you or if you have a Scorpio in your world, it's just acting, you know, uncharacteristically uncomfortable. Really think about that. What is it that could be under your skin? Yeah.
Oh, I like it. So I pulled Archangel Metatron.
Okay.
Archangel Metatron is the archangel of truth. And I love
Oh.
this about fear because
Mhm.
one of my favorite exercises to do for myself and to recommend to other people is when you are having a lot of fears. First of all, most of them probably are irrational, um, and are not things that actually will ever happen. Go to someone that you know loves you and
Mhm.
say, I'm really afraid of this. And let them tell you why that is not a real, that's false.
Mhm.
Not in a bad way, but just to be like, dude, that's never going to happen. And this is why. We all need that reality check from other people. Our thoughts lie to us.
Mhm.
And if we don't share them with other people and let other people counter some of those thoughts, especially fear thoughts, then we only have ourselves as reference.
Mhm.
And so now is a great time to seek out some truth within yourself, but use someone that you know cares about you and will be honest with you as your sounding board to be like, do you think that's real? Do you think that could ever happen? Because they will tell you. And
Yeah.
sometimes we need to hear something verbalized back to us to realize,
Mhm.
oh, this is really an irrational fear and it's going to be okay.
Mhm.
That would never happen anyway.
Yeah.
Because
I
most of our fears are like that, I think. Most of the
right.
things
Most
that we fear are things that will never
never
happen.
happen. Yep. I love the phrase your anxiety is lying to you
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
straight up it is.
Hmm.
All right. I'm going to pull a quick card here for spirit.
Yes.
And that will be it. All right. Sacrifice. All right. This card, I think, is a double edged sword. Sacrifice is not always a bad thing, but I think sometimes we see it like that. But I always look at the rainbow coming out of her hands and think about sometimes sacrificing one thing for another is a good thing. Sometimes it's really considering what do you want to give up so that you can have something better? And what are you holding on to that could be keeping you in a pretty uncomfy spot that maybe you could move on from to something
Yeah.
that's better. So
Yeah.
that's what comes up for me with that.
I think almost always that's what sacrifice really is, giving up something you've held on to so tightly to
Mhm.
make space in your life for something new.
Mhm. Yeah,
And we all do that, we all do that. So,
definitely.
Spirit, for you, I pulled Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel is the archangel of messages and communication. It's a reminder to communicate with your guides and angels, to ask for help, to ask for support. It's funny because Spirit was saying earlier, things are looking up, and she thinks that praying has helped, which I
Hmm.
think is great. Continue doing that and continue asking for help and support and watching for those messages to come, and ask Archangel Gabriel specifically to come
Yeah.
to you and bring you the support that you are in need of right now,
Hmm.
because he will.
Yeah.
I I'm a great believer in seeking out help from archangels. I personally
Hmm.
have had so many experiences in my life in relation to assistance from archangels. I just can't deny it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, good. I love that. All
Yeah.
righty. Well, I don't know how many shows we'll get in this month, but we're going to do the best we can. So we will be
Mhm.
here somewhat. We'll let you know. But
And if you
we
don't, one way to know is we schedule the show several hours before it happens. And so
mhm,
go check your wherever you watch this show from, because you watch it from several different places. My YouTube, Katie's YouTube, and Katie's Facebook. You will see an event has been created if we're going to be
mhm,
live that night, because it's
yeah.
very hard
Yeah.
to get that message to all of you, because we're on several different channels. So if you're wondering, go check and see if there's a live scheduled, and
For
that's
sure.
that's how
Yeah.
we know. Oh, thank you, Jane.
Absolutely.
Everybody's liking my hair
Yeah.
color.
Very
I like it
nice.
too.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Tiffany. And Maya, hello. Oh, Maya's father's name was Gabriel. Oh, that's an extra
Oh, that's really cool.
nice little show up and shout out for you.
Hmm.
Amy, oh man, Amy needs wants us all to just send a little extra energy to her baby brother. He just found a mass in his kidney. Damn it.
Oh.
Okay, right? You've had way too much of that, Amy. What in the world? Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, we will all hold space for that for sure.
Yes, we will.
Alrighty. Well, you guys, thank you so much for being here. We'll be back next week, of course, with all new true crime. I'll be back on Tuesday for the Katie Weaver show, just here on my channels. And then we will try to be back next week. We'll see.
Hmm.
Sounds good. Alrighty. Well, have a good weekend. Take good care of yourselves. Stay out of the post office, obviously.
Definitely, we'll
And
be doing
any
that.
other uncomfy place, if that means
Mm.
no one's going to work. Thanks a lot, guys. This has been yet another production of the Psychic Hour. Take care.
Bye, everybody.